ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। वेलकम चेतन भाई, वेलकम वेलकम। बेसो बेसो। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवी सरस्वती व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवतीम् उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवती नैष्टकी। हरे कृष्ण। તમારી ફ્લાઇટ છે? કેટલા વાગે? ઓહ, અચ્છા અચ્છા. ઓકે ઓકે, નો પ્રોબ્લેમ. યા, નો પ્રોબ્લેમ. હરે કૃષ્ણ. મળીએ પાછા, તમે આવશો ત્યારે. હા, ઓકે, થેન્ક યુ. ક્યારે આવવાનું પાછા? ઓકે, વાંધો નહીં, આરામથી. ઓકે, હરે કૃષ્ણ. Hare Krishna. So we are reading Srimad Bhagavatam, third canto, chapter 2, text number 34. हाँ, हो गया. Uh, Uddhavji is reciting this shloka and he is talking to Vidurji. This is the last shloka of this chapter. Throughout this chapter, we have seen that how Uddhavji is remembering Lord Krishna through his various pastimes in Vrindavan. Lord Krishna, when he appeared on the planet, he spent his life, some part of his life in Vrindavan. He was born in Mathura, then transferred to Vrindavan. He stayed in Vrindavan for how many years? 11 years. Then he went back to Mathura, and then he stayed for some time in Hastinapur, and then Lord Krishna went to Dwarka. Most of the life of Lord Krishna was in Dwarka. When Uddhavji met Vidurji, Vidurji after the war of Mahabharat was over, uh, at that time he met Uddhavji on the pilgrimage. So Vidurji was insulted by Duryodhana, and before the Mahabharat war began, Vidurji advised Duryodhana not to fight this war and give the kingdom to Pandavas because they were the rightful owners. But as soon as Duryodhana heard this from Vidurji, he became very angry and he humiliated Vidurji by saying that you are the son of a Dasi Putra and how come you dare to advise us? Uh, you are eating the food which is given by us and still speaking against us. So he said that I would have killed you at this time, but I'm letting you go. Just leave this kingdom. So Vidurji was humiliated by Duryodhana. At that time, Vidurji decided not to stay there, and Vidurji went on pilgrimage. And on the pilgrimage, he went to Dwarka, Mathura, all the places, holy places, and wherever he went, he associated with saintly personalities. So on his way, he came to Prabhas Kshetra. Prabhas Kshetra is a very holy place, and that's where uh, Vidurji met Uddhavji. And when Vidurji saw Uddhavji, he um, he inquired from Uddhavji about the well-being of Lord Krishna and his associates. So he asked Uddhavji about how Lord Krishna is doing, how all the queens in Vrindavan are doing, how the children of Krishna are doing, like Samba, Pradyumna, Niruddha. He inquired about everybody of them. He inquired about the Pandavas because Vidurji had heard that all people in the war of Mahabharat got killed except five Pandavas. So Vidurji wanted to confirm that from Uddhavji, is that really true? And he also heard that Lord Krishna had left the planet and he went back to Golok Vrindavan Dham. So Vidurji could not believe his ears because this was something which he never expected, that Lord Krishna would live along with all his children and family members. Lord Krishna left the planet and went back to home, back to Godhead, back to Golok Vrindavan Dham. So as soon as Vidurji asked Uddhavji about Lord Krishna and his family members and his associates, Uddhavji, who is a great devotee of Lord, he went into transcendental ecstasy. At that time, Uddhavji was really old man. Uddhavji and Krishna, they were like childhood cousins actually. They grew together, and Uddhav and Lord Krishna looked exactly same, like carbon copy. So Lord Krishna sent Uddhavji one time to meet gopis and take the message. When gopis saw Uddhava, they got confused. They thought this is Lord Krishna because he looked exactly like Lord Krishna. So then, when Uddhavji heard this word about Krishna, then he went into transcendental ecstasy. Why? Because Uddhavji deeply loved Krishna. As soon as the word Krishna comes in mind of a devotee, then the devotee remembers all the various pastimes. हाँ? जैसे हमें कोई कहता है कि भगवान कृष्ण, तो जैसे हम भगवान कृष्ण सोचते हैं तो भगवान की सब लीलाएं याद आती है ना, भगवान की बचपन की चाइल्डहुड पास्ट टाइम्स, Lord Krishna's pastimes in Dwarka, Vrindavan, Mathura, we can remember all the pastimes. So Uddhavji started recollecting one after another pastimes. And he literally started crying actually. He could not, because now Lord Krishna was no more with Uddhavji. So with Uddhavji is feeling a mood of separation. And he was crying actually. So mood of separation is very important emotion in our sampradaya, actually Gaudiya Vaishnava sampradaya, where Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu imbibed this mood of separation. Gopis have a mood of separation and they love Krishna in the mood of separation. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to test the nectar of this mood of separation. That is why Lord Krishna appeared in the form of a Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the mood of Srimati Radharani. So Uddhavji started feeling the mood of separation and he started remembering one after another pastime. And there's a beautiful pastime where Uddhavji is saying to Aho Bakiyam Stana Kala Kutam. There's a very famous shloka of Srimad Bhagavatam which we learned, where Uddhavji is remembering that why should not one take the shelter of Lord Krishna, who gave liberation to the person who tried to kill him. Krishna is so merciful. What is the mercy of Krishna? Aho bakiyam stanakalakutam jigam sayapayadapi asadvi lebhe gatim dhatri uchitam tatonyam kam vadayalum sharanam rajena. Uddhavji is saying, how shall I take the shelter of one more merciful than he who granted the position of Dhatri? Dhatri means mother to Putana, although she was unfaithful and she prepared deadly poison to be sucked from her breast. So Uddhavji is saying that who can be more merciful than Lord Krishna, who gave liberation to Putana, who came with the poison around her breast and she tried to kill Lord Krishna. Not only Putana, but Lord Krishna delivered all the demons who wanted to kill him. So whom did Lord Krishna deliver? Starting with Putana, then Arishtasura, then Turnavata, then Agasura, Bakasura, so many suras, So every demon, including Shishupal was also delivered. So Krishna is so merciful that he liberates his enemies who want to kill you. Krishna thinking welfare of those people. Who can be more merciful than Lord Krishna? So in this way, Uddhavji is remembering Krishna and his mercy upon everybody, not only on the Brajavasis, but also his mercy upon all the demons. And this shloka is Aho Bakiyam Stanakala Kutam. This is one of the most important shloka of Srimad Bhagavatam. Actually, when Shukadev Goswami, when he was born from the womb of his mother, then he left the house and he went into the forest. And Vedvyasji chased Sukadev Goswami, but Sukadev Goswami just went further. He didn't come back. So then, to invite Sukadev Goswami back home, Vedvyasji sent some of his disciples with this shloka. And when Sukadev Goswami was a Shunyavadi, Nirvisheshvadi, He was Nirakarvadi. He never believed in the personal form of Lord. So then, when disciples of Vedvyasji read the shloka, Aho Bakiyam Stanakalakutam Jigham Shayapayad Api Asadvi Lebhe Gatim Dhatri Uchitam Tatonyam Kamva Dayalu Sharanam Rajim. Dayalu. Dayalu is one who is more merciful. When Shukdev Goswami heard this shloka, he said, "Oh, who is this person who gave the position of a mother to the lady who tried to kill him? Who is that person?" When Shukdev Goswami had this question, then he came back and he asked this question to the disciples who were here reading the shloka. And then they all recited Srimad Bhagavatam to Shukdev Goswami. And Shukdev Goswami then recited Bhagavatam to Parikshit Maharaj. So this shloka is a very, very important shloka from Srimad Bhagavatam. So Uddhavji is remembering all the mercy Lord Krishna showered on his demons. Then after he remembers how Lord Krishna showered mercy upon his father and mother. When Lord Krishna was in Vrindavan, his father and mother, real father and mother, was Vasudeva and Devki. So Vasudeva and Devki were not as lucky as Nanda Baba and Yashoda. What was the difference between the luck of Nanda Baba and the Vasudeva? Vasudeva could not enjoy the childhood pastimes of Lord. While Nanda Baba and Yashoda Maya, they enjoyed the childhood pastimes. So when Lord Krishna went back to Mathura, he apologized his parents actually. He said, "I'm so sorry, my dear father and mother, that you had to stay away from me for so many years." And then he killed Kansa and he liberated his parents also. Then Uddhavji remembers the pastime of Lord when Indra tried to put all the Vrajvasis into the trouble by showering them. So that was in the last shloka yesterday. We learned that, and this how King Indra tried to put all the Vrajvasis in trouble, and Lord Krishna lifted the Govardhan hill and defeated the ego of Indra. And today is the last shloka of Srimad Bhagavatam, third canto, second chapter. You can follow me. Sharachasi karer mrutatsam Sharachasi karer mrutatsam Manayan rajni mukham Manayan rajni mukham Gayan kalapadam reme Gayan kalapadam reme Strinam mandala mandana Srinam Mandala Mandala. Translation. In the third season of the year, Lord enjoyed as the central beauty of assembly of women by attracting them with his pleasing songs in an autumn night brightened by moonshine. But by Srila Prabhupada. Before leaving the land of cows, Vrindavan, Lord pleased his young girlfriends, the transcendental gopis, in his Rasa Leela pastime. Here, Uddhava stopped his description of Lord's activities. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports of third canto, second chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Remembrance of Lord Krishna. So thus ends the Lord Krishna's pastimes in Vrindavan actually. And then the next chapter, which is the third chapter of this third canto, where Uddhavji is remembering Lord's pastimes out of Vrindavan. So that in Mathura and Dwarka and all. So that we will read to start from tomorrow. So Granth Raj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.